dragon tales. Come along, take my hand. Let's all go to Dragonland.
You know what that means. You know what that means, guys. It's time to go to Dragonland. So, I'm angling. Oh. Well, there we go. Very nice. Let's all go to Dragonland. Tenderly. Well, you can tenderly press that like button right now. You can do it. You can tenderly press it right now. I'm not mad at you for tenderly pushing it right now. That's never going to be a problem for me. Alright, I feel like I've modified this enough that it doesn't really resemble that many other people's. I feel like I've done enough good of a spin on this. By the way, are we getting any feedback? Are we getting any feedback? Okay, good. I really like the Iomodanes in this because I can go pretty wide and thick. Wide and thick. Damn, Google Assistant started talking. Boom. I'll take Lehman Barrier. That's fine. Stone Brain. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do this. Boom. Okay. Discard a card. We'll decline. There we go. What's up, A31? How we doing? Babs, family of family of raccoons. Emmett Andis, welcome. Christmas, Larry Mitchell. Hey, what's up, Larry? By the way, Larry, I see you, bro. I know you're not always able to come, so I appreciate you coming over. Black. Boom. Alright. We'll go in. Gifted a sub to Static Raid. Neptune, how you doing? Who else is here? Shinigami, how you doing? Who else did I miss? Babs, Emmett Andis, of course Chris Cass. What's he gonna lurk for right here? Stone Brain Me Sibsig. Almadane's Recruiter. Ah, he knows it. He knows it real well. He gets him. Yeah, very nice. Let's do this. Boom. Let's add black. push in. Okay, very nice. He might be running a sweep next, which is why we don't want to go whole hog. We actually want to hold back a little bit. Because I think he's going to run a sweeper. Yeah, that's figured. Let's do 4. No, pay 6. We'll do 3. Boom. Boom. Very nice. Westwood Verge. And we'll hold steady on that. We're off to Dragonland. Yeah, we're trying to do the Sib-Sig thing. I really toned down the red. The only red that I have is Iomedane's. That's the only real red finisher that I've got here. I'm pretty happy with that for the most part. Let's go in. Blast zone. Okay. Put that down. Put this down. I'll get rid of that and draw a card. It's a land. It's not great. Oh, I could have swung in with that, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, the only real... I mean, this is Golgari except for Iomedane's. You don't need the red in it. It's really Golgari. Loop. With what it is. He stole a bunch of stuff, too. Add one of any color. You're trying to make a rat revenge sib... I can see how a rat sib-sig would work. Because the other red card that I was also thinking about putting in there would have been Totentaz, Song of Totentaz, which is not a bad one to throw down. Decline. Let's go in. Yeah, if you can give all of the zombies haste, that's where things really become super effective. No, I don't think you miss much. I've been just trying to focus. Welcome everybody, by the way. Jason Flood into the flood again. Same old trip it was back then. Though I made a big mistake. Try to see it once my way. Am I wrong? Have I gone too far to get home? Thank you for following Infinity Possible. Welcome to the show. Moi. Whoa. Pretty good. Boom. Blazemire Verge, we don't really need that much. Okay. Missed that Gamble Dragon. Yeah, that's going to go up tomorrow. The Gamble Dragons, you're going to see a lot of videos of Gamble Dragons. Don't worry. Don't you worry. You're going to see Gamble Dragons quite a bit. You're going to see plenty of Gamble Dragons. Tay taking over. How we doing? We're doing Sib6 zombies. We're going to see if we can anyways. I haven't run it off-road yet, which is I'm going to try here, but with blue Simic on the board, who knows if he's going to ever let me cast a spell or not. Looks like he's not going to. If I had to guess, I would say this guy is absolutely not going to let me resolve spells. Watch this. See? There you go. Told you. Which is why we have to have Sibsig down. Oh, well, that's fantastic. That's great to hear. Congratulations. He's going to play removal. No, he's not. He's going to leave it open for play another counterspell because his brain is rotten. And that's all he knows how to do. Underground Mortuary. We'll take a Market Back Walker. Let's get this counterspelled too. We got to get him. Oh, we didn't have it. Okay. Alright. I was a little dangerous to play Sibsig there because he could have a negate and he couldn't have hit Spinner. Bitter Triumph. Boom. Very nice. Alright, so we really trying to get the Sibsig ceremony out. But again, I'm very scared of his reaction of what he's gonna do to counterspell me. So we're gonna put this down. And we're gonna try to draw those last counterspells out. There we go. Because if we can't get ceremony out, we're gonna die. And I know that's all he has. I know for a fact that's all he has in his hand. See? Because Simic doesn't know how to play the game without that. Hey, what's up, Tanuki? Alright, let's see if we can get Sibsig out now. Let's see if we can get Sibsig out now. We probably can't. We're probably dead because we can't ever seem to get any spell to resolve because he's just going to have removal or counter spells ready to go. So I don't think that there's a chance of us getting what we need out here quick enough. Well, he has one that. Alright, well, let's try it. Let's put that down. Put that down. That. That'll pump. No. Yeah, it'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Alright, so Unearth, we could discard. We'll give it a shot. Why not? Gitaxian. Hey, that'll work. Almost. Almost, guys. That's how quickly it can flipper on you. Yeah, Sultai with counterspells, removal, and ramp, Sultai is one to watch. Sultai is very tough. It has counterspells, removal, and ramp. So, you know, you have all those things together, you're gonna cause a spot of trouble. You know? What have you been running, Gobbledygook? Sultai what to get all that high win rate? To get all that sweet, delicious win rate. Oof, this is a rough one. I go first. Oh, I'll give it a shot. Boom. Get him in the graveyard. Next. Hey, what's up, John C? How we doing? Yeah, somebody must have run a Sultai control, because that snake has been real popular lately, man. That freaking snack has been the go-to guy. He's a snack. Here it is. We hit Sultai again. Yeah, okay. I guess we're in the Sultai zone now. Welcome to the Sultai zone. Three colors is not easy, I'll tell you that much. Three colors will fuck you up occasionally. I know there's a Sultai Infinite, which is not good. I know there's a Sultai Infinite loop that you can run with the new dragon, where you treasure tap, treasure tap, treasure tap. And that is a problem. Let me do this. Oh. Let's discard Midnight Reaper. Wow, we are not fucking hitting it, huh? We are absolutely not fucking hitting it. Astaroth, I'm still holding off crafting new exit to the rotation. I can't hold anymore. Yeah, it's gonna be tough holding that long. Gamble Dragons. Babs, you didn't see Gamble Dragons? The Lucky Golden Dragons? Oh, it's just an Oculus deck with more steps. Okay, never mind. I thought this guy was running something interesting. He's just running fucking Oculus with more steps. I'll take a look at it, John C. Bloomin' Onion. Let's put out Spinner of Souls. Boom. Let's push in. See anything good to resurrect yet? Gamble Dragons is going up tomorrow with a deck list, a full breakdown. Don't worry, you're not going to miss Gamble Dragons. Turn on notifications. You will 100% find you some Gamble Dragons. Get your notifications on. There's going to be a breakdown, all the games, the list, the explanations, the varieties of ways you can do it. It's going to be a deluxe video for your pleasure tomorrow. Do not fret, mine friend. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to have to run beans? To do what? What do I have to run beans for? I don't want to run beans. When's the Neck Blast Council? We're working on it. We have two things. We want to build a deck. We also want to build a... we also want to do a lore video on Tarkir. So we're going to do both pretty soon. Tank, action, Flaming Barrier, Stonks. Boom. Stonks. Now, I will give you this disclaimer, and I'm going to put it in the shakedown breakdown of the disclaimer for Gamble Dragons. I'm not going to get you to Mythic on that one, guys, but I'll get you to Fun Town. I'll get you to Flavor Town. It is literally rolling dice. If that's your thing, if you like fucking playing roulette and fucking rolling and hitting a slot machine, then you'll love Gamble Dragons. It is absolutely. Listen, if you're really lucky, you got your Fallout fucking luck stat jacked to the fucking tits, and you'll always hit triple sevens. Then I'm sure you're gonna do great with it. But for the most part, it is almost. I mean, there's a little bit of skill in figuring out how to set up your bank shot, but it is 100% dice rolling variance of how it wins. There's, it's skill getting to that point, but when you get to that point, you're either gonna hit 000 or you're gonna hit 777. Yeah, you gotta spin to win. That's basically it, which makes it very fun if you like that type of deck. But it is not a consistent. It's not a 60% win rate mono red deck that's gonna put you down right to center. You know, hands at 10 and 2 type of shit, man. No, it's wild. But if you like that, you'll have a fun time. So we just got nothing here. We're gonna go in like this. So yeah, Chris Cass, did I answer your question? Basically, we are going to do a history or lore video on the we're gonna do a lore video on the we're gonna do a lore video on the clans of Tarkir, and we're gonna do a deck video. So we're gonna do both. This deck was doing fantastic until I turned on the fucking stream. Until I turned on the stream, this deck was doing great. Hey, what's up, 10,000? How you doing? Probably. I mean, Snow is going to get a Switch, too, no matter what. It comes out right around her birthday, so I'm going to get it to her for her birthday. So I definitely think that, yes, probably. I'm probably not going to buy a Switch, but she's going to get the Duskbloods. Yeah. I'm kind of annoyed the direction that they're going, because I like their single-player experiences, and that they're going in kind of a weird direction here, but prima facie, on its face. But, you know, I also, FromSoft only makes bangers, so... FromSoft literally only makes bangers, so, you know, it's hard for me to say, oh, it's gonna suck, because they only fucking put out heat, so. You tell me a bad game they make, and I'll call you a fucking liar. You can say you don't like a game, but tell me it's fucking bad, it's an objectively bad game, I'll call you a fucking liar. I will call you a liar. Okay, maybe Dark Souls 2, but even that has its people that like it. He's gonna pump this through the room so it explodes. Boom. Boom, boom. Land. FromSoft made Elden Ring. They made Elden Ring, and they made Dark Souls. They made Armored Core. Very, very famous video game developer. Boom. Add black. Gleaming barrier. Boom. Push in. Yeah, they made all this. They invented the Souls games. They're the ones who invented it. And they still have the fucking 4,000. That's more than me, and I thought I was crazy. 4,000 hours, Larry. That's your fucking job. You don't have a different... that's your job, bro. Holy shit, dude. I thought I had a fucking problem. You have 8 times as much Elden Ring as me. That's insane, bro. Good for you, man. You play a lot of Coliseum? Hey, if you're playing Coliseum every night, man, enjoy, you know? In good health. From slop. Yeah, I probably have 300 to 400 hours. And I probably have 300 to 400 hours. Let's do this. From slop. Boom. We'll go down to 8. You want to understand the Dark Souls memes? You'll get close. All right, if I go in with 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 13, 18, 18 and 22 against 7. Ah, fuck it. We'll go for the risk right here, huh? Friendly Teddy. Boom. Boom. From slop. The funniest way I've ever heard of Dark Souls being described is roll slop. That is the funniest way that I've heard Dark Souls being described. Is somebody called it roll slop, which is very funny to me. Twinferno. I think I'm dead anyways. I think he's gonna do something silly here. Oh no, he's dead anyways, never mind. Okay, there we go. Why would somebody destroy their own cast monsters? Because you want to build a board that goes wide. There you go. Playing Herbarisk versus Authority and having no means of removing it. Oh yeah, Forge? Yeah, no. That's what I say when I say Authority solos. Is if they run Herbarisk's Forge and you have Authority of the consoles down, the game is over. They're going to lose. They're soft locked out of the game. They're basically feeding you life every turn. That's it. If that's what they're relying on to win. From slop. I love me some roll slop, guys. I didn't like Dark Souls 1 that much. I know that's probably heresy, but I just couldn't really get the vibe of it. I tried my best, with Dark Souls 1, and I couldn't quite click with it. I played it for a while, but it did not transport me out the way that Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3 or what's that other one called? Bloodborne. Also didn't really care for Demon Souls. I didn't think that one was that great either. There's a difference. I feel like some of them are artificially hard. I feel like they're hard for the purposes of being hard and not for the purposes of being a fun challenge. They're hard just for the fuck of it. Hey, what's up, Toxic Vocals? Boss runbacks was the best thing they got rid of from those games. Boss runbacks are not hard or challenging. They're just a pain in the ass. That's all they are. They're not good. They're just bad. They're 100% just bad. Alright. Boom. Do that. Boom. Sig. Boom. But Dark Souls 3, absolutely. Masterpiece. Bloodborne, masterpiece. Elden Ring probably is one of the best video games I've ever played. Best video games I've ever played. And I don't know if it's my favorite video game of all time, but it is the best video game that I've ever played. Meaning that it is the most complete and probably closest to perfect video game that I've ever been able to come to. So, yeah, Elden Ring is just about as perfect as you can get. He's playing some burn here, which is, you know, it is what it is. We'll take the hit. Boom. Uncast Trailblazer. Sure, we'll drop. Boom. Boom. We'll add a fucking black. We'll add you. Boom. Bring back Outcast Trailblazer. Red. Let you. How much is that? I bet it's a bunch. I bet it's a whole lot. Yeah. There you go. What route would I go for Rat Sig? Basically what I'm doing right now is that, and I would try to finish it off. I would use the zombies with the Song of Totentaz. Song of Totentaz is another great way to give everyone haste and rush them in. Okay, Scrapwork Mutt. All right. SibSig is very interesting. Yeah, it took me a little bit and kind of consulting with a lot of different shit to get it quite right. This is not a good opening hand, but we'll do what we can. Put down Verge. Vav. Voice of Victory. Do that. We'll say discard you. Alright. And you know, Red Dead, I liked Red Dead, but I have to say that I'm not like a Red Dead fucking hyper fanboy. I don't think it's like, I personally didn't think Red Dead was just the cat's pajamas. It was fine. It was a great game. I thought it really did a good job, and I liked it. But as far as being like one of my favorite games of all time, no. I played Red Dead, uninstalled it, and I said that was good times, and then I moved on. I was not just blown away by it. I felt like Red Dead wasted a lot of my time, if that makes any sense. There was just a lot of tedium at the first, the first 10 or 20 hours is fun, but it starts getting repetitive and weird. And it just is not, I don't know. I just started it really was a struggle to finish that game. Just with all the tedium and the chores and the different things you had to do with it. I just couldn't quite finish it up. And I finally went back and finished it, and it was a very sad ending, and it had a lot of emotion, and it was, well written and everything, but ultimately I was just like, okay. And then I put it away. I wasn't to the point where I was like, oh my god, if that makes any sense. No attacks. Okay. Yeah, if you hit off, this is a combo deck. This is a janky combo deck. And if you hit off big. I don't want to say it's not as good as Gamble Dragons, because it actually is a little bit more consistent, I would say. But it's still pretty good. Still enjoyable. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Oh, I'm probably going to die here. Let's see. Block that out. I'm going to die here anyways. Well, thank you, Gobbledygook. Yeah, Elden Ring is definitely the most accessible out of the From games, and I think that's a good thing. I don't think we need to gatekeep the Elden Ring games, or the Souls games. It's not to say that it's the easiest, because it probably isn't. It's the most accessible. I don't think Elden Ring whips your ass right away. It doesn't have that brutal difficulty up front where it's like, hey, you need to figure out, you're gonna curve out on this shit or you're done with the game. You either need to figure this shit out or be ready. Or just fucking put it down. Elden Ring says, oh, that guy's too hard? Alright, go do something else. Don't worry about it. Go off somewhere else. It's fine. It's very open like that. And it's a lot more accessible in that regard. Which is a good thing. It's absolutely a good thing that it does that. Donkey said it best. Donkey said, Elden Ring puts a bullshit boss in front of you and says, figure out a way to beat this guy. And that's good. That's a nice way of doing things. Because you have so many other ways to go. You don't have to beat that boss. For example, I'll give you the opposite of Elden Ring is Sekiro. You either can figure out how to beat the boss in Sekiro or you stop playing the game. That's it. There's no leveling up, there's no grinding, there's no finding a better weapon. There's nothing. You either fucking learn his patterns and beat him or you don't. And end of story. you do it or you don't. There's nothing else there. You either gonna beat what they're put in front of you or you're gonna die. There's not anything else. There's not anything else to it. That's it. Elden Ring doesn't have that problem. because you are stuck on somebody. Go do something else. There's a million dungeons. There's maybe another spell that will help you out. There's maybe another thing you can level up. You can grind and just get stronger. You know, you can do whatever you want to get to where you're going here. So it's very accessible in that regard. It's hard. You do need to learn how to play the game, and you do need to know how to make a build eventually and figure out what you're good at. But you, and there's a lot of other things that will help you. There's summons, there's items, you know, there's weapons, there's leveling, and, you know, Sekiro doesn't have. That's probably my biggest complaint about Sekiro, is that if you just hit a skill wall with Sekiro, you're done with the game. You might as well just put it down. You're finished. You're not going to get any farther. Hey, what's up, Casper? How you doing? Yeah, Sekiro. I appreciate it, man. Let's put down... Let's decline. Bloodborne pulls you in a different way that I think is very interesting. Bloodborne really makes you kind of it really makes you kind of it gets you so invested, man. You just don't know what the fuck is happening, and you don't know what is going to happen next. It's so wild that it's kind of just like weirdly addicting. Like, you're like, I gotta see what the fuck is going on here, man. Like, the world and the lore and the confusion of just what is happening. The fighting is also much more aggressive. There's not a lot of blocking or parrying. There's shooting and stabbing and swinging and going nuts. And you really have to kind of be aggressive with how you play the game. And that is alluring, very much so, to, you know, a lot of people. Boom. Decline. Put down. Puppeteer. Boom. Limb slang. There we go. I was kind of surprised at how Bloodborne is an intimidating and frightening game. It's not as hard if you kind of follow the way it wants you to play. There's not a lot of content in Bloodborne. The first time I beat Bloodborne, I think I beat it in 20 hours, you know. Here's to playing Bloodborne on stream someday. I'd love to. I'd love to if anybody else watched my other streams. Nobody else watches the other shit that I do. They hate it. They say, Jay, we're not watching that from slop, okay? We're not fucking watching from slop. Infernal Vessel. We'll get rid of that. Boom, boom. Do that. We'll do scrap wood, mud. Boom, boom. Flaming barrier. We'll get rid of you. Friendly Teddy. Okay. I'd love to do that one day. Beans, look at that. Wonderful. Let's fucking flop that. Okay. Sorry, you got me talking about From Software, and I'll talk about that shit all day. Oh, look, a second Beans. Wonderful. He didn't hit a mana. There he goes. Yeah, he hit it there. Okay. Black. Friendly Teddy. into the flood. He could sweep me here. Yeah, that's fine. We get to draw a bunch of cards, which we're going to look for Sibsig. No, we're not getting it. We're not getting it. I just want you to know, for any of my viewers out there, if you run this, I don't respect you as a person. I don't respect you as a brewer. Okay? I just want you to know that. Just FYI. If you run Beans board wipes, I shouldn't say I don't respect you as a person. I might respect you as a person. I don't respect you as a brewer. As a deck brewer. If your idea is fucking run board wipes and beans, sorry. It's from all my viewers out there. By the way, guys, don't take my card. Don't take my fucking. Don't take my things that I say too seriously. Some people get upset at the things I say. Don't take anything I say seriously. Dun 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 dun. Hey, what's up, Nightmare? Also, if you reanimate a Trax, I don't respect you as a person. Neither. I don't respect you. I don't respect that either. I don't respect you as a brewer if you run reanimate a Traxa. There's so many good reanimation targets, and you're just gonna go with the Traxa. It's a shame. Disgraceful, really. Look at that. He gets to draw extra cards and extra mana every single turn. Wonderful. We're done here. I'm not sitting through this. I disagree with you, Eric Ramirez, and let me tell you why. There's a few ways that you can run burn or mono red. There's not just one way. This is why I don't. It may be easier, it may be fast, but you can do build variety. The real thing that I'm mad at when I make a joke when I say I don't respect you as a brewer when you run beans at Sunfall is that brew, that particular brew variety has existed for fucking 2 years already and people are still grinding it down. I could make you a mono red deck that no one is running right now, and I have. If you ever saw my Hellfire deck, I made a mono red deck that wins the game by forcing the other person to draw cards. You can do that. You can do nonsense like that. You don't have to do mice aggro mono red. Everyone thinks you do. You have to do prowess mice aggro mono red. There is build variety in that space. So there's a lot of things you can do in that. Now, not everybody does, and I get what you're saying. I get where the sentiment is coming from. Where, oh, see, turn 1 Monastery Swift Spirit, turn 2, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get the frustration with mono red on that. They also don't waste your time. This guy's either going to kill me immediately or I'll win with Sibsig. But I get your frustration with that, Eric. The main reason that I don't like the Beans, Sunfall, Board Wipe, Do Nothing combo is 2 reasons. It wastes everyone's time. It's a really, really slow win, and it does nothing. And number 2 is that it's existed since Eldraine came out. So when did Eldraine come out? 2023. It came out 2 years ago. And people are still doing it. It's so boring to play against. At least with this guy, listen, it might be annoying, and I have no way to really stop him here, but at least it's going to be over quick. You know what I mean? He could win the game right now by flinging something at me. Let's see if he's got it. See if he's got the fling. He's got it. No, he doesn't have the fling. Oh, okay. All right. barrier. Boom. Put the treasure down. Boom. Yes, this is true, and I understand your frustrations 100%, Eric. I don't want to act like I'm not sympathetic to your frustrations here. I 100% get it. I get it. It's very annoying that when you play mono red on the play, it's like, well, I either have to have 3 removal cards in my hand right now, or I'm just gonna lose. That sucks a lot. That's really something. So let's see. I wouldn't be able to do enough damage. Let's see here. He's probably just got it. I think we can gamble out with this. We'll risk. We can't win here, so we might as well just put this guy down and see what happens. Boom. Yeah. If he could fuck this up, that's what we're basically waiting on. Is he misplays the fuck out of this. If he just has 3 pumps in his hand, he's good to go with Slick Shot and he doesn't need to do anything else. But he could also monstrously fuck this up. He could do something stupid like play Screaming Mimi and, you know. Alright, let's try to block him. Let's try to block him a little bit. Let's try to survive. Felonious Rage. Okay. We'll put down that. Boom, 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 boom. Didn't get it. Hey, thank you for coming, Gobbledygook. What's up, Drift Ronin? How you doing? Screaming Mimi. There we go. Screaming Mimi, won't you Mimi me home? Didn't quite get it there. Hey, what's up, Shadows? How you doing? Hey, Summer. Welcome. Mono Red and Burn are brutally honest. Yeah, that's true, Pokemon. Yeah, it makes me really sad for the game, guys. I'm going to be honest. It makes me very sad for the game when I'm playing ranked and I see decks that have literally no new creatures in them. I feel a sadness in my heart that nobody, you know, somebody's playing Attraction Reanimator and they're just like, man, fuck this new stuff. I don't give a shit. That's very That's very disappointing. And people can go, oh, well, maybe they don't have gold for the new stuff. You play a couple games a day, you're going to get 40 packs a month. I don't believe you. Sorry. You tell me that, oh, I don't have the gold for it. You're playing high test shit. You're playing this fucking Sunbeams shit. You're playing to win, and you're playing on the ladder. You're playing 5 games a day. You'll make 40 packs a month from gold, man. So I've done the math. That just happens naturally. So you're telling me there's nothing in those 40 packs that you open that month that piqued your interest? That's 40 rares. That's 40 rares right there. As if this is a counterspell we're going to scoop. Nope, it's not. Boom. Okay. Very nice. Get lost. Take the Sip 6 ceremony out. Very nice. Listen, on Aether Drift, yeah, okay, you could say I didn't really vibe with Aether Drift. You're telling me there was nothing, not one new card in Tarkir that you didn't vibe with. Not a single card in all of Tarkir that you were like, oh yeah, this is my jam, I like this. This looks like it's fun. Not one single card in all of the fucking thing that you were like, oh wow, I could vibe with this card. I could feel with this one. I feel this. Not a single one. No, absolutely not. You're lying. You just don't like Magic at that point. If you tell me I look at a set and I don't see out of the 250 cards that they put out, not a single one of those cards was interesting to me. You don't like Magic, bro. That you can't... I found 1 or 2 cards out of Aether Cars, and that's how you know. There's a few cards out of fucking Karlov and Aether Cars that I like. That I played a lot of cards, that I play a lot of times. Not a single one. And not only that, you're telling me that has happened multiple times. That has happened for multiple sets where there's nothing that looks good in any of the sets that's come out since Wilds of Eldraine in 2003. I don't know. You may just not like Magic that much. You may just not like Magic that much, for real. Like, at that point, you just may not be feeling it. Velvet Thunder, yeah, that's a problem. How often do you get to play? How often do you play? I understand that problem. That one I get. Wilds came out in 2003. Yes. Wilds of Eldraine came out in September of 2003. Wilds of Eldraine is fucking almost 2 years old at this point. Oh, Reanimate Atraxa. Again, what was I talking about? You're just not interested in this game. You don't want to. You want to win the game. You're not interested in engaging with the new mechanics in any kind of meaningful way. That's a shame. Am I stuck in some sort of hell here? Because all I've run into is like the worst possible decks ever, man. I have hit Domain like 6 times already. That's fucking wild. Let's do Midnight Reaper. Boom. Do that. Boom. Let's do that. Oh, look, Atraxa Reanimator. March of the Machine came out 20 years ago today. I mean, 2 years ago today. That's when this card came out, and they're still reanimating it. They're still reanimating it again and again and again. That's what I'm talking about here. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about with being bored, man. Same shit. Same shit over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Just the same trash over and over and over again. And that's what's boring about it. That's what's boring to me, because I'm trying to play something new and nobody else is. You know? How you doing, Ethan Hawke? Are we talking Tarkir or what set? I'm talking about eight or nine sets have come out between them, and nobody really wants to engage with them. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's sad. Because they just want to run Atraxa. Sleight of hand. Bob. Boom. We're going to do Shocking Sharpshooter. Maybe we'll get something here, but maybe we'll get swept up. Hey, what's up, Shadows? I said hi to you already. Let's see what he does here. Oh, maybe we'll see a Core Steel Cutter. Okay, maybe we'll actually see a new card. Yay! A new card. Yay. Let's do Shocking. I think I'm going to beat the shit out of this guy regardless, but we're going to do that. Boom, boom, boom. I think we're way too far ahead of him for him to do anything to me here. He would need a wipe right now. He would need a Brotherhood's End to win. He could pull one red and drop a Brotherhood's End, but I don't think he's going to get it. I'm way fucking ahead of him. He could run it. He could have the fucking hero right now. He could be holding out for a hero until the end of the night. But he's got to be good, and he's got to be fast. He's got to be fresh for the fight. He needs a hero. That's not going to do it. Hey, what's up, Aqua Rat? No, he didn't have enough for ill-timed explosion. He needed a Brotherhood's End right there. I don't think he had it. Boros tokens will fucking fly at your face at 1,000 miles an hour. Boros tokens will absolutely just fly at your face. Screaming. Ah, witness me, blood bag. Witness. Let's see here. Let's go. Do I want to buy? No, let's save up gold. We already got to save up for Final Fantasy, guys. I'm not going to lie. Oh, listen, when I got to rank up, it's the go-to. It's Boros is my rank up. Even more than Mono Red, Boros is my rank up boy. That's what we run to hit what we need to hit. If we got a fucking game rank, we rip Boros. We rip Boros real hard. Do 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 do. Push it real good. Valley Quest. Hey, look. It's whatchamacallit? Who's her face? You know who I'm talking about. Let's see if we can draw a Sib-Sig. We got one. Wonderful. Gleaming Barrier into Infernal Vessel will be fine. Yeah. There you go, Summer. I don't blame you, Summer. I don't blame you. Bunnies and frogs. He's gonna play Burrowguard Mentor again. Very nice. It's a good deck. My channel got tired of it. Anytime that I tried to update the bunny frog deck, my channel got real fucking. They got tired of it. They were like, nah, no thanks. We're good. Let's see if this is enough. Scroll shift? No, I haven't done the scroll shift. I did a different version, Eric. I know which one you're talking about. I did Gruul Gamble Dragons, which is going to go up tomorrow, which is really fun. It's a really fun deck. Can he kill me? Probably. Probably can. If he does Season of the Burrow, yeah, that'll do it. I had a feeling that was going to happen, that he was going to get fucking Hop to it or something like that, and that I needed to leave a blocker, but might as well gamble it. I'm unhappy with the consistency of this. Or it could just be tonight that I'm having trouble with this tonight, because I was running very well with it earlier. I was running very, very hot with it earlier, and all of a sudden I've hit kind of a roadblock with it. Yeah, he could have drawn a mana there and not got it, but he drew the fucking bingo. And that's kind of been the situation all night. So, you know, I think I'm almost ready to leave this one behind. Every time that I try to do Sibsig, it doesn't work. Like, its consistency is that its Sibsig is unreliable as shit. It's so hard to make fucking work. We've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row with it so far. And I started the day beating the fuck out of people with it. I was 6-2 earlier today. And I was like, yeah, this is the jam right here. I'm feeling good about this. And then something happened. We lost the plot. And for some reason we're hitting the worst fucking combos that you've ever seen. All right, now we're 1 mana away, so we need a 38% chance of drawing a mana here, which we probably aren't. If we can draw a black mana, we're good. If we can't, well... Oh, look, we did. Okay, wonderful. We might get in. He could also play instantly enchantment removal on me, which is, you know, would complicate things. Which he might have. No, doesn't. Boom. Do that. Discard. Boom. 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 Yeah, I'll cast Trailblazer. Boom. Alright. Well, let's see if he's got a sweeper here. Let's see if he's got a sweeper here. Does he have it? No, he doesn't have 2 white. He could still have a burn sweeper, though. He's going to rip that up. That's fine. Take action. I think we're going to get him no matter what here. Boom. Submit. Okay. Midnight Reaper. Carolina Reaper. Do you. Boom. Bomb. Chicka chop. Black blue out. Black black. Do that. Spin our souls. Draw. We're looking for Iomodanes here. We'll hold steady. I don't want to put all my eggs in. I don't want to put all my eggs in. That's Sibsig ceremony again, so do that. Do that. Boom. Take action. No, he doesn't have it. I think this is the tricky fucking splash out deck. I think he was trying to do that Boros crazy. Yep. I think he was trying to do that Boros craziness. What's my favorite era of MTG? Return to Innistrad. We had an era probably in like 2015, maybe 10 years ago, where I was playing so much Magic, bros. I was going wild with it. I was all day, every day. I was doing it. We're gonna lose this immediately. Thank you for following Lukewarm Kool-Aid. Ooh, sounds gross. I was Innistrad, the original Tarkir, we were going nuts at my LCG, at my LGC, LGS, whatever they fucking call it. Man, all the way up to Amonkhet, the original Amonkhet. We were really, really getting... That's 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. Mind you, I've played Magic since the 90s, which was a nice time, but we didn't have the variety and the power that we did then. I took a break for a while, but I like this era too. I'm not going to lie. This is a good era. We've had some bangers. We've had some real snazzy boys. We've had some snazzy stuff going on here. So I'm not mad at current era either, you know? Please be a mana. I think I might need to add 1 mana to this. Nope. Friendly Teddy. There you go. Discard a card. Spin our souls. Boom. There you go. Ravnica. Yeah, there was Ravnica. I like that. That era was very good. You know, that was a fun era. It really feels like, if we're being honest, it really feels like Wizards' creative juices were really, really firing on all cylinders back then. I mean, since then, I feel like we've had some good sets, but also we've revisited like 1,000 things, which is, you know, that's not ideal either. Let's do the Outcast Trailblazer. Yeah. Green. That's pretty wild. Ooh, that was pretty wild right there. I've never liked Kaladesh. The old Kaladesh, the new Avishkar. I'm not an artifact guy, and I never really liked the energy mechanic. I also wasn't a big fan of Nyx. Journeying into Nyx, I feel like there was some stuff that was okay, but the heavy use of enchantments was kind of boring to me. Nyx should have been like 1 block. We had like 3 blocks in Nyx. I've also never been too big of a fan of... I didn't care for Lorwyn and Shadowmower. I didn't think that... those really didn't set me on fire either. I never really played the Marchesa. Where's Marchesa from? Conspiracy. I never really played Conspiracy, so I can't speak to it. Yeah, Innistrad and Innistrad. I'll still. Has anyone ever told you the tragedy of Crimson Vow? Not likely, because it's not a story that you'd hear from Wizards of the Coast. Crimson Vow got destroyed because of a bad meta, and I'll never forgive them for it. I'll never forgive them for it. For as long as I live, I'll never forgive them for fucking letting a god-awful meta destroy fucking Crimson Vow. What should have been an amazing vampire set, and it absolutely got torn to shreds. I know people didn't like Crimson Vow, but I think they didn't like what Crimson Vow released into more than anything else. Because I think it was a good set. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a cloudy day? Yeah, artifacts have never done it for me. That's just my personal preference. I have nothing against them. They just don't really thrill me that much. Vehicles did not really do it for me. I feel like you're adding a step to something that doesn't need a step added to it, if that makes any sense. And he's out of there. He didn't want to see this go on. Okay, now we're on a roll. Now that we're not facing beans every 5 minutes, I love the werewolves, man. I hope we eventually get back to Innistrad for something. And it's not 10 years before we get back there and I'm an old, decrepit man who can't remember how to play this game. I hope. Alright, let's go for it. Boom. There's Sipsig. We're going to put down Friendly Teddy for your convenience. We'll do Sipsig next. They do. They're kind of a commander-y type of card. Oh, he's ramping and glamping here, isn't he, boys? Let's do that. Let's do that. Boom. Let's do that. Taxian Puppeteer. I don't think we need Taxian Puppeteer that bad. What's he gonna do to me here? He needs 4 to crew that. Regal Imperiosaur. Interesting. He's gonna crew that with that? Hardly any question. Very nice. You really want to swing in for 4 on me here? A big 4 damage? Oh, 5 damage. That's fine. Let's do this. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. Let's do this. Boom. Push. Boom, boom. Okay. Lumbering World Wagon. Nice. Doesn't have trample though, does it, there, guy? Bloomkin, also known as the Blumpkin. Forest Blumpkin. Yeah, there you go, man. Swing it in to bing it in. Block you, block you, block you. Boom. Return. Sipsig Ceremony. Surveil. Almudane's Recruiter. I do want that. We'll do this. We will add black. We don't really need it. I'm going with 2. Push in. Pop. Let's do this. Ooh, Rampaging Baloths. Nice. Great beasts. I think he might be out spamming us here. Yeah, I think he might be out spamming us here. He's got too many blockers. Bum 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 ba bum ba bum. 9, 9, and 4. 4, bang, pop. Yeah, that's brutal. Brutal. Block that with that. That's 15. We have to block that with that. Almadane's is not going to push up enough damage here. That's the problem. Boom. He went too wide too quick. Good for him, though. Listen, man. Anytime I see Mono Green doing what I do, you know, it's good stuff. It's good stuff all around. Good job, Mono Green. I'm never mad about that, guys. Hey, well, thank you for following Shork's God. Oh. Welcome, Shork's God. Hey, what's up, Sephora? Got Mythic today. Nice job, Sephora. Good job. All right. Shork's God. Lately, I've been feeling like a Shork's God. Shork's God. All the people in the back, they're just not. Okay, so best we can do here is we do Scrapwork Mutt. Hopefully it's not beans. It's Paw Patch again. Aggro is a problem. Get rid of Gleaming Barrier. We don't need that. We need to hit the Sib-Sig. There's a land. Oof, we don't need that land though. Lumen Marsh, let's put down Friendly Teddy. Evangelist, okay. Boom. Boom. Is he gonna go in and trade with me? I absolutely will trade them. Boom. Blazemire Verge. We did need that. Okay, perfect. We're going to put down that. We're going to put down Sib-Sig. We're going to put down this. Boom. Submit. Draw. Put down you. Boom. Decline. Okay. Hopefully we can survive this next hit. That's the whole point here. If we can survive the next hit, I feel like we can do something. Pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Yeah, we dropped that. This. Boom, bop. Zombie, bop. Okay, we add black. Put down you. Boom, bop. What do we bring back? We bring back Outcast Trailblazer. Boom. We add red. We Quick down you. Boom. Draw a card. Gleaming Barrier. You die. Boom. Pop. Treasure. Pop. And then we hit the knight. I am the knight. Trigger order. Pop, pop. We absolutely fucking go wild. Absolutely fucking go ham on these turkeys. We are going to go ham on these turkeys. Let's see what happens. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Can he get himself 5 more damage out of what he has without damaging himself with Brushlands or Battlefield Forge? I don't know. No, he cannot. There you go. That's my new catchphrase, guys. Going ham on these turkeys. That's what I like to say now. Jay, 27 likes and 33 watching. That means there are 5 heretics among us. Among us. Among us. There are 5 heretics among us. Yeah, when it goes off, it's very fun, but, you know. Yeah, we're doing good now. We're not fucking running into beans every fucking 5 minutes. When we hit nothing but beans, that's when things don't go great for us. We don't do so good. Boom. Do that. Freddy Teddy? We'll absolutely take Freddy Teddy. Okay, what's he gonna do to me here? Mono black. He's gonna make me discrad a crad, which is, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. Submit. Black mana, Sibsig, boom, Gleaming Barrier, boom, pop, boom, pop, do another one, Scrapwork Mutt, boom, pop, do another one, Scrapwork Mutt, boom, pop, pop, pop. Discard and draw, they'll decline that. And we'll put down a Spinner of Souls. There's a pop right there. Paparazzi. There we go. He's got to be feeling some kind of way right now. He's going to play Deep fucking Cavern Value, which is fine. He can take Iomedanes. Play Destroy on that, which is fine. Make me discard that.
We all have things we'd rather.
Outcast Trailblazer. So we'll do this. Boom. Add 1 mana of any color. Add red. Do that. Boom. Exile at the end. Okay, so he could run a board wipe right now, or he could be running demons. Preacher of the Schism. Odd choice, but sure, man. Don't need a mana. We need something to keep our draw engine going. That's what we don't need. Okay. Gonna hold steady here. We need our draw engine going again. We need a Market Walker, or we need something like that. He is going to draw and hit that. Okay. I'll take the damage. I'm not worried about the damage. I'm not worried about the fucking damage. This Nightmare, sure, man. I would have probably waited till I had a card in hand for that, but, you know. More removal on a token. Great. Good stuff. Good use of resources. There it is. Now we're going to flood on a 33% chance of a mana draw. We're just going to give him free turns over and over and over and over again. We're going to give him free turns forever, guys. We're going to give him free turns until the end of time right here, guys. Oh, yeah. We're going to give him free turns from now on. Forever. That's what we're going to give him, ladies and gentlemen. And more removal for him. Fantastic. He's had 5 of them already. Midnight Reaper. That is card draw right there. That's actually some card draw. And, of course, the card that I'm going to draw is going to be land on a 33% chance of a land draw. We'll get that, of course, naturally. That's what you want. That's what you want to see. Okay, good stuff. All right. Boom. Yeah, 6 mana, 32% chance of. There's only 14 lands left in the deck. We've drawn 50% land here, I think. Off of 14, no, a little bit better than that, but obviously not very good. This land is your land. This land is my land. From the Redwood Forest to the Blue Ridge. Oh, wow, the one card we didn't need. Fantastic, yes. Wow, this is a force loss here, guys. This is Magic just saying, whoa, let's slow the fuck down a little bit. You were ripping and gripping way too hard, man. You can't be doing that. You cannot be ripping and gripping that hard. That's not allowed here. So, you know, cool it the fuck off right there. You know, just fucking cool it, guy. Oh, I know there's a million things that will let you draw cards or put up blockers or whatever, but you don't fucking need those. Those are crutches for you, you know? Those are fucking loser things for you to fucking be a loser too. So, you know, just go ahead and fucking just take the L. Gleaming Barrier is not going to do it. This man was made for you and me. Alright. We're going to try to finish on a strong note here, boys. We started strong, we dipped in the middle, and we're going to try to finish strong. Real throbbing strong. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You guys fucking get it. I'll have to try this one. I need Sipsig. If I get Sipsig, I'm good. We'll scry. Freddy Teddy. Sure, why not? Hey, it's the numbest of skulls. There couldn't even be a more numbskull coming in right here, guys. Let's put down Freddy Teddy. Okay. We gotta draw Sipsig. If we don't get Sipsig, it's basically cooked. If we do get it, well then we feel fine. Let's get rid of Outcast Trailblazer and see if we can't draw. We gotta rip and gamble here. No, we Gonna do no attacks. Gotta head out, but have a good rest of your stream. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to it soon. The people were just asking about when's the next BC. They're saying, guys, we need a BC. We frankly need big Black Council videos coming out. You guys got any Black Council? You know, that's what they were saying to me, at least. Big Black Council videos coming out. We got them, though. They're coming. Those big Black Council videos are coming. It's Jay versus the Shuffler. Yeah, pretty much. This guy's probably going to blow me up right here. Crash through. Draw a card. Pump, pump, pump. He absolutely could kill me right now. We're going to block with that and that. Monster's Rage. Very nice. Boom, boom, boom. He's gonna fling it. Yep. 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 It's either J Villain versus the Matchmaker, or J Villain versus the Shuffler. That's one or the other. Let me give Numbskull a shout out here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Go check him out. It's my partner in the Black Council. Oof. 3 underground mortuaries. All right. I mean, fine. Sure, man. No. See, when I talk about that, like that mono red that had no new cards in it, it just basically was last summer's mono red. It's sad to me. I'm sad that we're at that point. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking kind of tragic. That we're just at a point where you don't ever, to win and rank up, you don't ever need to interact with new cards. You don't. You just can just play the same shit. You can just sit there and just do nothing and play the same shit and you're fine. Let me put down Freddy Teddy. Let's do next. I wish that each new set brought a rich, dynamic meta. That you could still play old stuff, but maybe you got a little bit outclassed by some other stuff. You know, some other things would maybe not work out the best for you, or you know, you'd hit something else different. You might you know, you might not get exactly the way you wanted, or the old deck needed to evolve or added something new. Instead of literally just grab an off-the-shelf deck from previous times and just run that into the ground. That is not ideal, in my opinion. Boom. This. Boom. We're gonna pay. Two. Boom. We get to draw 2 cards. Then we're gonna buy that. There we go. Let's see what he thinks about that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There would have been a great thing, but you know, we just 3-year standard makes each set less impactful. Yeah, and that is kind of, at the end of the day, that is kind of what I'm complaining about. Or a boot, if you prefer. Complaining a boot. So, Evangelist. Okay, nice. Boom, boom. Boom. So you're going to go in. And he just gets one to replace it, yeah. Boom. Boom. Don't be a mana, don't be a mana, don't be a mana. Hey, it's Gitaxian. Wonderful, we love that. I'm going to do this. Boom, pop. Put that in the graveyard. Put down Phyrexian Warlock. Boom, pop, pop. We're going to bring back Spinner of Souls. We're going to put down that. Take action. Draws that. Draws that. Draws that. And then we're going to drop that. Beautiful. Of course, we're going to do that. Boom. Take action. Another one. Another mana. One. Boom. Pop. Run it. Pop. Draw one off the top. But there we go. Good night, Aqua Rat. There we go. Now we're back in it. Now we're mixing it up. Coming back with a brand new edition. Grab a hold of me tightly. Flow like a hawk daily and nightly. Again, would I say that it's a meta killer? Would I say that it's a meta killer, this Sib-Sig? No, but it's fun. Secret Jund, I really would call this Golgari more than anything else. One red card, does one red card make a Jund? And frankly, half the time we're not even using red mana. You don't even really need it. You just need the treasure from Gleaming Barrier. Yeah, I mean, it sure is a deck. It goes wide. It goes crazy. If you get exactly what you need to get, you can do crazy shit with it and go absolutely ham on ham. And that's fun. That's fun to do that. So overall, Sib-Sig, I mean, it's a goofy card, man. What can I say? We're going to leave that one right there for tonight, guys. Yeah, we're going to leave that one right there. Hope you liked it. Clifftop is a good lookout for, or what do you want? Keep telling me Clifftop. Let's see what whatchamacallit is, keeps talking to me about. Clifftop. I don't see any Clifftop here. Lookout? Hey, what's up, Simple Jack? Video's not over, by the way. Clifftop Lookout. There he is. Okay. There he is. I thought it was a fucking land that you kept telling me. Whenever this creature enters, reveal a card from the top of your library to reveal a land card. Put that card on the battlefield and tap. Interesting. Interesting. That could be a good cyborg. That could be a good cyborg card right there. Ham on, yeah, go ham on these turkeys. Hey, what's up, Cosmics? Xaver, it's the favorites. You're right, Xaver, it's the favorites. It is we're in a weird situation where basically they pick through to see what can make already what works slightly better and then don't really do much from there. So we're kind of stuck in a loop on that one. I think we may need more draw. We may need a smidge more draw. Whoa, Black Betty, Trans McGrant. It's technically Jund. It's not really Jund. Let's be honest. Let's be real with ourselves. It has one red card. It does need a little bit of green. The green helps quite a bit, but the Jund in it is, you almost rarely ever even have to play this card because you're either have treasure to play it or you're going to reanimate it from the graveyard to get Gitaxian. The times that I've needed red and not had it is rare, frankly. I would not really call it a full-on Jund extravaganza here. I think that's frankly kind of being dishonest to be like, it's a Jund deck, because there's one fucking red card. And would it work without it? Maybe. You know, you could probably do a big loop with it without it. I just like this. I like this aspect. I feel like it's a good finisher, but I would really call it more Golgari. Yeah, you could do this with basically just Blazemire Verge. You wouldn't need these, and basically, if you had Gitaxian Puppeteer, you could just discard Iomodanes until you got Gitaxian and reanimate it and never play red mana. Yeah, it's not like, oh, if you don't have red mana in this, you're totally fucked. No, you could still win easily with no red mana. Green would be a little trickier to not win with, because Spinner and Outcast do make an essential part of the combo. That's a little bit, it's dishonest to call it mono black, but calling it Jund is, that's, you know, I feel like yeah. I even did that with the soldiers. I'm like, when I meant mono white soldiers, I'm like, there's one blue card in here. There's one Azorius card in this deck. I feel bad about calling this an Azorius Soldiers. I feel like it's a misrepresentation. You could run one blue mana runner, you know, or like 3 blue mana in it and be fine and win anyways. You're not going to get to the it's not like there's a variety. So sometimes I'll tell people, like, it's a mono black if it has one green card, and is it really Golgari? You know, I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's just one man's opinion. Speaking of which, speaking of crazy things, Gamble Dragons. We got to do it, guys. I'm itching already to gamble. Do you want to gamble one more time just for funsies? Let's do the shakedown breakdown first before we get to gambling. Man, Gamble Dragons is so much fun. You just never know, man. It could be you. You know, it could be you. We could throw Chimley we could throw Chimley in there. I think the only thing that we want in here is damage. I think it's dishonest to... Oh. Ember. Virtue of Courage. Draw. Discard. Draw. Gamble Dragons. For all your gamble dragging needs. Dragon. You know what I have to start putting? I get this every single time that I make a dragon deck. People leave in the comments. I don't know if you've noticed, if you've been down in the comments. Ashiok's Harvester. Not a bad idea, Chris Cass. Yeah, that's not a bad one either. They go, hey, I saw your dragon deck. Do you think that Dragonhawk Fate's Tempest would be good? Do you think that also maybe Hoarding Dragon would be good? Or Capricious Hellkite, or Incinerator, or Lathis, or Raging Hellfire, or blah, 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 blah. Or that, or that, or that, or that. And I'm like, yeah, man, anything. Any dragon that you want that you could put in this. You know, you could throw in whatever you want into this deck, as long as it's the same thing. If you want any kind of dragon at all in this deck, swap it with the equivalent number. That's all you need to do. If you want more, if you like the what's the Dracosaurus Rex or whatever his name is, I don't even, where the fuck is he? I don't even see him. Bonehorde Dracosaur. Let's say you like Bonehorde Dracosaur. Put him in there. What do you need to swap him out with? Swap him out with a 5-drop. You don't like Twin Flame? Put Bonehorde. Easy. I'm gonna have to start saying that, because everyone asks me anytime the 2 dragon decks I made, they go, what about other dragon? And I go, it's fine. And they go, well, what should it replace? And I say, any dragon of the equivalent cost. I've left that comment maybe like 3 or 4 times already, so I feel like it's a common question that people have, and it needs to be addressed. But we are going to gamble dragons at least once after the shakedown breakdown. I can't help it. I have to gamble dragons. It's just too much fun. It's too much fun, guys. I can't lie to you. It's way too much fun. All right, where's our dragon? Where's our fucking dragon head cards? There it is. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I know I know. I'm not complaining about them. I think they're wrong to ask that. It's just something that I forget to mention, and they're right to ask. We are going to gamble dragons at least once after the shakedown. They're right to ask me about it. I have to gamble. But I just need to say in the shakedown. It's just too much fun. It's too much fun, guys. I can't lie to you. We're getting some feedback all of a sudden. How did that happen? All right, where's our? Okay, that was weird. Thank God the video isn't over. I have 6 different bunny decks. Summer, I think you may like bunnies. I think you may enjoy rabbits. I'm getting the, it should be gone now. The echo should be gone. I don't know why that happened. The monitor, the mod view I have on Twitch open. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. I just defeated an opponent. Buggerman, Buggerman, Buggerman. The echo. Ooh. All right. Gamble Dragons time. Here we go, boys. Boys and ghouls. Guys, gals, and everyone in between. Which is my favorite intro. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight, we're going to the casino, ladies and gentlemen. We are running Gamble Dragons. Now, I'm going to take you a disclaimer right here. This is a dragon deck, and it is insanely fun, okay? It is also almost completely random. And whether or not you win or lose, you can pilot it correctly. But frankly, you're rolling dice. This is a roulette table. So if you're a big gamble guy, if you say, I'm going to bet it all on red, give me red. I want to see just what happens. I'm going to throw the dice and see what happens. I'll hit double sixes or I won't. This is the deck for you. Again, I'm not saying this is going to rocket you to Mythic. It does win games in Ranked. It will win games. It will win games brutally. It will beat the hell out of people. But also, sometimes it'll do nothing. So we have kind of a mixture here. You're going to see what I'm talking about with Gamble Dragons here in a second. Before we do that, I need you to do something for me. Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainej for a live stream of goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. We would love to see you there. Either one, hit the bell. You'll be notified when we go live or a new video comes out. Check out our Discord for all the latest news, information, post your decks, post memes. If you want to share a deck with me or an idea, go to Discord. That's the place to be. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub in case you want a copy right there. So, that all being said, what the hell is Gamble Dragons? What are you talking about, Jay? You'll notice something about this deck, guys. You see here, everything is either a 5-drop up to an 8-drop. We only have 2 cards that are 2 mana. Everything else is 5 or higher. There's a reason behind that. So we have 2 options here. Bitter Reunion. 1 red and 1. Whenever this enchantment enters, you may discard 2. If you do, draw 2. Get rid of the cards you need because you're going to need a certain number of cards. You're going to need certain cards to make this work. Namely, Breaching Dragonstorm and Bloomvine Region is what you're going to want to be looking for right there. And Demand Answers is another way to instantly discard cards and draw some more stuff that you need for something else later, okay? Those are the only cards that you want that are cheap, all right? And you want to kind of get rid of them early on. Hopefully you have them early on because they won't pop up when you roll them bones. What is this deck? Again, this is the freaking casino, okay? I'm going to explain it because it all kind of works together all at once. So this is going to be kind of a different shakedown breakdown. First things first, we need to run Bloomvine Region. We need to ramp quickly, and Bloomvine is going to be the main way that we do that. Claim Territory is going to be 1 green and 2, search your library for up to 2 forest basic cards. Reveal them, put 1 in your hand and the other in your library, then shuffle. That will put an extra land down and make sure that you fix a land for 2. If you already have, the problem is if you already have something like 2 of the forests in your hand already, you may kind of get screwed. So maybe you want to put 3 forests in there, because I've had where I'm holding 2 forests and I can't find anything. So you do want to get that extra kind of ramp going right there, right? It has to be basic, so Commercial District doesn't really work for you. It has to be a basic forest. That'll get you to turn 4 a little quicker. It'll get you 5 on 4 pretty quick. So what does that mean? How are we gambling? This is what we're going to do. We're going to let it ride. This is the new card that's going to cause you all the trouble. You may have seen some other people do stuff with this card. This is my version of this. Breaching Dragonstorm, 1 red and 4. When this enchantment enters, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast it without paying its mana cost if its spell's mana value is 8 or less. If you don't, put that card in your hand. Whenever a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. Here is the source of all your trouble right here. This is what we want to play as quick as possible. We run this, and we roll those dice, okay? We roll them. What does that mean? That means we could hit Dracogenesis. We could immediately turn 4 Dracogenesis out. And what does Dracogenesis mean? It is an 8 cost. It's 2 red and 6, and we can cast dragon spells without paying their mana cost. So we could have in our hand Stormscale Scion, Twin Flame Tyrant, Tyrant of the Peaks. We could have all kind of crap in our hand, all kind of stuff in our hand. We could have a million of these cards, 4 other dragons in our card. Play Dragonstorm. We could have 6 dragons in our hand, really. Play Dragonstorm, put down Dracogenesis, and immediately dump our hand on turn 4. And if you put on Terror of the Peaks and just dump your hand on turn 4, especially with Stormscale Scion, you just immediately win. You've hit the jackpot, guys. You know, you've hit it out. You're 21 blackjack right there. You know what I mean? You're holding a royal flush. You run that down to Dracogenesis, immediately drop Terror of the Peaks, immediately drop Twin Flame, and then immediately drop Stormscale after that. You've cast 5 cards. Stormscale comes in and storms 4 times. Boom, 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 boom. The game is over. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. It's find the lady. It's find the lady. That's why it's Gamble Dragons. Alternatively, what could also happen is that you hit Dragonstorm, you don't hit Dracogenesis, and you hit something good like Etali. Etali will keep the ball rolling right there. Etali will hit. You get to search again. Maybe Etali rolls into something else. Maybe Etali rolls into Trumpeting Carnosaur. Trumpeting Carnosaur rolls into Dragonstorm. Dragonstorm rolls into Dragonscale Scion. You see what I mean? Do you see what's going on here? We have in this deck with Breaching Dragonstorm, with Etali Primal Conqueror, and Trumpeting Carnosaur, we have a grand total of 12 cards that flip more cards onto the battlefield. Okay? And the way that they flip cards onto the battlefield will keep the ball rolling each time. It'll make more and more cards pop up. So Dragonstorm is the key right there. Terror of the Peaks obviously is going to be super essential because this is one of your win cons. 2 red and 3, 4, 5 flying. Spells your opponents cast its target 3 more. And of course, whenever another creature you control enters, they deal damage. So if you hit this off early on, and then you start slamming down dragons over and over again, you'll just burn them out with all the flames. Like I said, Stormscale Scion will hit the board 5 times. Terror of the Peaks will combo. Twin Flame Tyrant is very dangerous because if a source would deal combat damage, if it would deal damage to an opponent, it deals double. Very dangerous dragon right there. Listen, if you don't like Twin Flame, any other of these are fine. You could put Bonehorde Dracosaur. You could put Dracoseth. You could put Terror of Mount Velis. I don't care. You could put any kind of 5-drop, 6-drop dragon that you want. I would definitely make sure that you have a decent amount of 5-drops for the Trumpeting Carnosaur right there. So that is what we're doing. Bloomvine Region is pretty good on its own. It's 2 green and 3, 4, 5. Whenever this creature or another dragon you control enters, you gain 3 life, which is very useful. You could hit her, which is very nice. Stormscale Scion, you know it, you love it or you hate it. 2 red and 4, 4, 4. Other dragons you control get +1/+1 and storm out, which is really nice. Storm, of course, meaning that it casts itself multiple times for each other spell that you've cast. So basically what that means is that if you've cast 3 spells already, either because of free, because of Atali or Trumpeting or Breaching or Draco, it'll repeat that any number of times. So again, you combo out, all the dragons get +1/+1, and you absolutely come in for a crushing hit right here. It's part of the reason that I have Bitter Reunion in this deck is that I like to be able to sacrifice with 1 red mana. Creatures you control gain haste. It's extremely useful to do that if you swarm out with Scale and then hit Twin Flame or something like that, and you can just swarm in and kill them right with 1 hit. So that's kind of the added bonus of drawing and discarding to get what you want, and then having the ability to rush everyone in with haste as you go. That's a nice combo play right there. So our other our other dice that we're hitting the table here is Trumpeting Carnosaur, 2 red and 4, 7/4 trample, already good dinosaur right here. He's an armored dinosaur, which is cool. He discovers 5. Discover means you exile cards off the top of your library until your non-land card with mana value 5 or less. Any one of these you don't want to hit. These are going to be your double zeros. The house is going to win if you hit Demand Answers or Bitter Reunion. You could hit Bloomvine, you could hit Terror, or keep the ball rolling. Again, you roll again, you want to roll the dice again. Trumpeting Carnosaur can flip right into a Breaching. Breaching can flip right into an Atali, and Atali can flip right into a Trumpeting Carnosaur. You can chain, you can repeatedly chain hits over and over again. Again, that's why I call it the casino. Who knows what's going to come off the top of your deck? Who has any idea? I don't know what's going to happen. You want to run some Scrylands, maybe you can try to figure it out and do it. I don't want to run Skylands. I want to roll the dice. That's why we're gambling. So Trumpeting Carnosaur is also our only removal. We can discard it to do 3 damage, which is very fun. Atali, you know him, you love him, or you hate him. 2 red and 5, 7/7. When he enters, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of spells from among the non-lands this way without paying their mana cost. Again, gamble it, gamble it. You get one of theirs, you get one of yours. You could hit Draco, you could hit nothing, you could hit into something else and keep the ball rolling. I'm also going to go with Vaultborn Tyrant on this, another green card for 2 green and 5, 6, 6 trample, because if they do run wipes, board wipes, or kill this, whenever this creature enters with power 4 or greater, you gain 3 life and you draw a card. So the card draw on the life gain is actually pretty good, and if it dies, you get another token, which is going to trigger that again. Additionally, if you have this out on the board, let's say Atali hits Vaultborn, and then you gamble again and are able to get more and more creatures out on the board. Every time a big creature hits, you're going to draw a card and gain 3. So it's kind of a bonus multiplier. If you're running the slot machine, you know, you're pulling that arm, you're putting the extra coins in, and you get the extra bonuses when you have that. Fantastic stuff right there. And of course, we already talked about Dracogenesis, as we do. 2 red and 6. You may cast dragon spells without paying their mana cost. Hello! It is the Jaffa Raid. Welcome to the show. For mana, I think it's pretty stock simple. 7 mountains, 3 forests, Commercial District, Copper Line, Carplusian, Thornspire, Cavern of Souls. You choose dragon, you choose dinosaur, you're going to be good. Creatures. This is the thing. Dinosaurs, dragons, and elder dinosaurs and dragons. 24 creatures. 2 instants, 9 enchantments, 25 lands altogether, more red than black. Look at that curve right there. The average CMC of this deck is 5.4. Probably the most expensive CMC of any deck as you go. It's insane. It's crazy high, but this is Gamble Dragons. We're running Gamble Dragons right now, which is a total coin toss dice roll, which is really fun. So I hope you stick around to watch this one. Again, Virtue of Courage might not be a bad one that you could do for sideboard. Bone Horde is fine. Dracoseth, Terror of Mount Velis. Virtue of Courage is good because you could run the higher one for that. Chimley's not a bad one either. Somebody really suggested Chimley, and that's not bad. And of course, you could do more Bitter Reunions or Demand Answers as you want. change it at your risk, guys. If you want to go full gamble, don't put in any of those. And if you just want to hit total coin cost, yeah, it's at a coin cost. If you just want to hit, if you just want to run it as is stock standard, everything that you run is just, hey man, we're either gonna win or we're gonna win big, we're gonna lose big. This is the bell curve here. So let's get into a game, guys. Don't forget to leave a comment, like the video, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. Let's see what the dice has in store for us. Welcome, Jaffer and friends. Asmaran, what are you doing, Asmaran? What weird video did they make you watch? We're gonna run Gamble Dragons, which is the funnest deck out there right now. We're gonna see if it works. Jaffer, I love when you raid me because your name is really really easy to spell. Like, I don't know what I'd do if Asmaran raided me. I don't think I don't think they'd get a shout out. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Armus? Welcome to the show. Friend of the channel, Jaffer is here. Did you get to play your your crazy your bounce deck yet, or not yet? Let's see what we got here. What is this called? The Shooby-Doo Boop. I don't know what that is. Enduring Innocence. Oh, is this the all the people chanting? Is that one? Is it that one that I'm talking about? The people are going la 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 la. Yeah. I know that meme. Esper bounce, and then he hit a 7th meta channel with Mardu bounce. Mardu bounce. Oh yeah, no, I know this meme. La 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 la. Yeah, it makes me think of Dark Ritual. Trumpeting. I'm gonna be petty and kill that guy. Wabango. Trumpeting. Alright, we need a mana here really bad, guys. If we hit a mana, we're good to go. If we hit a mana, we're good to go. You're gonna see some real wild shit. Or nothing. You could also see nothing. It depends. The one time I need mana, that was the one time I won't flood. Yeah, I like this meme. Creatures you control. Oh, nobody runs Anthem anymore. I'm gonna do that. Alright, let's see here, guys. We're gonna hit it. Yay! Alright. Find the lady. Find the lady. Here we go. We going for it. Let's see if we get big money. Big money, big money, big money. Hell yeah. Itali. Itali, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Itali into breaching. And a hawk to it. Boom. Boom. Into a Terror of the Peaks. Bring both of those back to my hand. Hell yeah. There you go. Oh, we're set up now, guys. We're gonna be rolling them dice. Clickety clack. Clickety clack, guys. He killed my I'm not happy that he killed my terror. That's not good. But we'll see what happens. Warren Redguard. Alright, we're gonna play Find the Lady. Find the Lady. Here we go. Oh, crap out. Demand answers. Too bad. We'll play it. We'll sacrifice an artifact. Boom. Whoop whoop. Boom. That's a crap. That was a crap right there. Listen, that's why we gamble. That was Snake Eyes right there. We would only have that many cards with that many things in it. But we keep rolling dice. We keep rolling dice, guys. We're going to keep doing it. We have one more Dracogenesis that we could hit. And if we hit Dracogenesis, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be lights out. Gorilla Radio. Turn that shit up. Lights out. Gorilla Radio. Yeah, that's the shooby-doo-bop. Gotta shooby-doo it sometimes. Oh, he's gonna Anthem and Champions it up there. Okay. Put down Cavernous Souls. We say Dragon. And find the lady. Whoop. Push him back to my hand. Boom. We'll put down a bit of Reunion. Boom. Discard that. Draw. Drew a land. No attacks. Discard a card. Demand answers. Boom. We can drop Dracogenesis next turn. So we'll be able to play Draco into Terror, into Bloomvine, into Stormscale. Unless he sweeps us here. I don't think he's going to beat us here. You're about to see some shit, guys. You're about to see some real wild shit. You're going to see some real wild shit here, I think, in a second. Yeah, I'll have 8. I'll have 8 for Draco. I'll have 8. Going against the Bunnies deck with Terror of the Peaks is so funny to watch. I know. I mean, thematically, the dragon is eating the bunnies. Let's be honest. Let's be real about what's happening here, guys. Coordinated. Ooh, does that. Okay. It doesn't really matter. They're dead no matter what. Because I just play this. I play that. Then I play Terror for 0. And then I play Bloomvine for 0. And we do 4 to them. Now here's where shit gets fucking ridiculous. Storm them out. Rip their soul apart. There you go. Gamble dragons. There you go. Clickety-clack. Clickety-clack. I'm pretty proud of this one, guys. Not gonna lie. Pretty proud of that one. Pretty proud of that one, guys. Absolutely brutal. And it's just dice rolling. That's all it is. We could have also got nothing. But we hit a pretty good streak there, so yeah. Yeah, we're going to leave that one right there for tonight. I'm happy with it, guys. Like I said, is it going to be the toughest ranker in the world? Is it going to drive you to Mythic in 3 hours? Probably not. Is it going to do insane things that you've never seen before? Is it going to show you dragon-made horrors beyond your comprehension? Yeah, it'll do that. It'll definitely do that. So I hope you like that one. Adios and good night. Oh, that was the outro. We got a lot of people here right now. Welcome all the new people that came in from the Jaffer raid. Mephistopheles, how you doing? Welcome. All right. Let me run one more deck tonight just to show you. I want to kind of try this Mardu real quick. The Trexo Mardu. And we're going to, after that, we'll have to raid out. because we've been going for almost 2.5 hours, and I gotta edit this video still. But I do appreciate the Jaffer raid, and I don't want to waste that and just send you on your way right after he raided. Asmaran, why'd you say that I'm a devil? Why am I a devil? I don't understand that. What makes me a devil? I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's work. Oh yeah, Jaffer is fucking huge. Jaffer is fucking he's a big time streamer. He's a serious big streamer, unlike me, who's a fucking shithead. Bum bum bum. Great video, Jay's just watching first time stream. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Mike. AKA Wonder Mike. Let me do the Dalkovin. Ba-da ba-da ba-da-da ba-ba-da-da ba-ba. You don't faffo with Jaffo, let me tell you. Ren's Resolve. Boom, boom. Did I eat anything good here? Yeah, Voice of Victory is fucking monstrous. I really like it. It's very good. I'm a big fan. He's gonna remove it. He can't help this shit. He's just like, oh, I gotta remove. I'm removing. Oh, I'm removing, guys. He's doing it. Boom. Boom. Oh, we flooded out right there. That's good stuff. Love seeing that. One of my favorite things about Magic is drawing 7 lands off the top 12. And your opponent is doing nothing but playing removal. That's a really fun part of Magic. I feel like that is really one of the underrated, the parts of Magic we don't talk about, you know? One of the most fun parts is doing that, is having flooding out while your opponent just plays nothing but removal, so everything that you play just gets fucking rolled over. That's always fun. You know, I really like that part. Exercise, very nice. Alright, I mean, if you're going to do that, I'm going to do that too, asshole. I mean, if you're going to be a dick about it. Would I try your Sultai blend? I will eventually, yes. I want to do the Sultai Infinite Loop as well. That you do with that one treasure dragon. And you make a treasure and you cast, and you make a treasure and you cast, and you make a treasure and you cast. That looks pretty fun. Deification. Choose a planeswalker. Elspeth. Mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. Deification. He wants Elspeth. Boogity boo. Welcome. The best feeling is playing against the counter or kill everything. Boom. Let's go in. Discard a card. Sure, why not? Oh, it's a land. Wonderful. This guy is just Mr. Removal over here. He just fucking loves fucking board wipes and removal. He really don't want to fucking... Yeah, he don't want to actually play the game. He just wants to fucking remove. Yeah, I feel like this guy might have board wipes. I'm starting to suspect. Blaze my reverse. Wow, I really flooded lands here, huh? Look at this fucking tragedy of a fucking graveyard, man. Look at this absolute fucking tragedy of a graveyard this man has. My turn. Oh, look, more mana. Fantastic. So we'll activate the Dovahkiin fucking encampment. He's probably got a removal for my fucking Restless Vents, but it is what it is, you know? He's gonna kill it. There you go. Look at this absolute fucking tragedy of a fucking deck this man has built. For shame. For shame. You know what? You don't get to draw cards. Fuck you. Fucking drawing cards every time that you make a fucking token. Absolute fucking shameful here, guys. Oh, look, Archangel Elspeth. Okay, fantastic. Do a deification. Fantastic. Oh, yeah. No, this is a case of touching grass is not enough. You need to, like, grow corn or something. You need to start, like, a vegetable garden. Just going out and touching grass isn't going to solve whatever problem this is. It needs to be a larger... This is a larger systemic issue. I think we have in here, you know. That's a removal. I bet you dollars to donuts that's a fucking removal as well. I bet you. It's an exile, it's a removal. Actually, you know what? Destroy target non-artifact creature? Sure, why not? Elspeth. Return all non-land. Okay. Yeah, nobody really plays this. It's for if you're running, really what it's for is like Commander. If you're running a Commander deck, that's all of a certain Planeswalker. It's not very useful in, it's not super useful in Standard because there's very rarely going to be multiple versions of the same. Like, you could run Deification with Elspeth, but like who's another Planeswalker we have multiple versions of? Chandra. So you could run Deification with Chandra, but that's not really that good. We're leaving here. This is the most boring board I've ever been in my life. I started going blind. I was so bored. Look at this absolute shameful display here. Look at this, man. You've taken something beautiful like Mardu. You've taken something beautiful like Mardu tokens, and you've turned it into something so ugly and so terrible. I'm ashamed to be a Mardu player looking at this man's deck, person's deck, whatever they are. Absolutely shameful display here. And to do this to Mardu tokens, man, what are we doing, bros? What are we doing? Doing this to Mardu, of all the clans, doing it to Mardu in unranked. This was for 0 stakes. This was for nothing. There was nothing at stake here. Literally nothing at stake. This man did this. He chose to do this. Absolute tragedy. Absolute tragedy. Well, boogity boo, that does make me feel a little better. We're going to send you off on your way now. I'm going to get the copy of this. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Gamble Dragons have been copied. We'll do that there. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Yeah, unranked, I don't know. Running that unranked is just, you want smooth board and unranked. I don't get it. I don't get it. Do you ever make historic decks or videos? Not usually. Very few and far between, Mike. I'm sorry, man. However, I do have a backlog of videos that's fucking probably 500 decks deep, and if you go back about 2 years, all of those decks will be historic. So you could just really go look at my backlog and enjoy that. If you want, Mike. Simple Jack, how you doing? Welcome. Chris Cass, thank you for coming. All the Jaffer Raiders, thank you all for so much for coming. We're going to raid you out to, who do we want? Oh, did Trex go offline? Trex went offline. God damn. Boom. Oh, is he on? No, he's off. Shit. Okay. I was gonna raid into him. That was plan A. We're going plan B now. Who do we want to raid into? Meat Canyon's playing Magic the Gathering. We'll raid him again. The one I shouted out the other day, Meat Canyon. Who did I shout out? VTuber Live, though. They're not playing Magic, though. They're playing Overwatch. I'm not sending my Magic guys to watch Overwatch. Sorry. Yeah. I don't really like to send people into a different game, especially when they came here to watch Magic. I feel bad like being, hey, assholes, here's Baldur's Gate. Like that, I don't know, that feels weird. We're going to go see Meat Canyon. Because I love Meat Canyon. All right, guys. I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. Thank you so much for coming. If you haven't seen today's video, please go see today's video. I'll link you to it. It's real good. It's mono white and it's real spicy. It's Elspeth Angels. So go check that out. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't left a comment or liked it, go see that. And we'll see you in the next one. Adios, guys. I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. Goodbye, everyone.
Dragon Tales, it's almost time for Dragon Tales.